Hello guys, how have you been watching your matches lately? Do you open the game at the time it starts and watch it minute by minute? Or do you wait until the match is over to watch it fully? In case you use any of these options, would you like to know your match's results and highlights much earlier? If so, stay with me and I will present an awesome script to you. This is the homepage of the script. You can install it from here. The creator will be mentioned by the third time in this series, this guy. It's a manager from Vietnam. If you want to see the other scripts created by him, mentioned in the channel, check the playlist in the cards. You should check all videos in this playlist, but if you want to know which scripts were created by this manager specifically, check episodes 5 and 6. Thank you one more time for your great work, man. The script works like this. You see that my next match will start at 5 p.m. Brazilian time. If I just use what the game gives me, with no tricks, I have two options. I can wait until 5 p.m. and start watching the match minute by minute for 2 hours until it's over, or I can log in around 7 p.m. and watch the highlights of the match at faster speed. Using this script, I can see the match results and main facts up to 51 minutes before the official time. In my case, I would be able to get information about the match around 4:09 p.m. Let me open the match and show you properly. This is the match I mentioned in the previous video about scripts. You see that there is still some time until the match starts. This is the current time. It's going to be a very hard match for us. We are underdogs here, as the opponent is much stronger. I have no idea about the result. I will find it out while recording this video for you. I hope you are not humiliated. Let me quickly show you the difference between the teams. To do that, I activated the script we talked about in the previous video of the series. See, his average R5 is considerably higher than ours. While he has almost 111, we have 107.5. But this is going to change a little bit because he has, I think, two important players here who are not available. And here I'm playing with this guy who's a sub. I will have my main striker back for the match, so this will change a bit. But he is still gonna be much stronger than us. As I said, this information is from a different script. I just activated it to show you how weak we are in this situation. Now I turned off that script and activated the one which is the topic of this video. If I update the page now, as I just did, nothing happened. See? This is just the page as you always see. This is because of the time. I am more than 51 minutes away from the match official time. As you can see here, there are still more than 2 hours until the match starts. I will cut the video here and continue when the time is closer to the official time of the match. I'm back here. Now we are closer to the moment when I can see the match result. In the clock of the game, when I opened this page, it was this time, 4:07, around 53 minutes before the official match time. But right now in my country it is 4:11. Then when I update this page, I will see the result and the match facts already. Then let me do it. I hope we get a good result. Okay, now I can see. We didn't see this before. And I won, thankfully, somehow. Let's check the time. It's 11:12, more or less. Still 42 minutes before the official time of the match, but I can already know the result. The script shows information related to me and to my opponent. Whenever you see the time here on the left side, it means it's something done by the home team. If you see the time on the right side, it seems it's an action done by the away team. Then you can see all of this. At minute 16, we scored the first goal. Then the opponent drew the match at minute 62. And in the very end, maybe the last chance of the match, we drew with that guy. Remember that I told you he was a sub? Oh yeah, he was a sub, but he entered here. See, he's a sub, but I put him in the end of the match because I want to give routine to him, because he's young. See, he was on the bench, See, he's a good player already, but for my level, he's still not so good. Then I put him to give him routine. And this time he entered. We were lucky, the opponent had a player sent off, this guy. And in the very end of the game, the guy who wanted to get routine scored, being assisted by other guy who I just put to get routine. This guy, see, he's also in the bench. I put both, but he's also young and he's also gonna be good later. I put both of them to get routine. And in this match, they decided and gave me the victory. But let's not focus on the result and more on the script. So here you can see the goals, the yellow cards, okay, from my side, from the opposition side. You can see substitutions that happened during the game, injury, red card. This game is interesting because you had a lot of different things. We have, for example, let me see. Yeah, we didn't have any change in mentality or attacking style during the match, but if we had, it would appear here as well. We had a change in position, see. The opponent changed this guy after the his player was sent off. He took this midfielder and put him as a defensive midfielder. I know this kind of thing, which is important. Still 43 minutes before the match starts in the game officially. I have this information too about the teams, and I can see the same details from the opposition side. What I find most interesting here is that you can see the goal scorer, which in this case is this guy, the assistant, and the attacking style through which the goal has been produced. Okay, even when you watch the live match, seeing the movements, it's not sure. It's hard for you to know how the goal was created. But this script tells you, okay? In this game, all of the goals were produced to direct attacks. Okay, both teams play like this, direct attacking style. This is another great script created by our Vietnamese friend. After I learned about this script, I felt much more relaxed as I could know my match results much earlier. It's a great tool. And thankfully, this time, the early news were a victory for us. We still have the second leg, which is also going to be very hard. You see that I played very defensively. That's how another dog should play. Okay? Let's see. I hope we can get the qualification through the next stage. This is the round of 16, by the way. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.